Executive Director of the Recreation Vehicle Safety and Education Foundation. And today we're going to be talking about backing your RV into a campsite or your driveway or wherever you may have to back it into. I'm going to show you a couple of really neat tricks that'll help with this a lot. But I'm going to be working by myself today, so I need to go get some tools and I'll be right back. The first thing we're going to do is mark the center line of the rear axle on my motorhome. For this job we're going to use a tall T-square. And I'm going to attach it to the motorhome right at the center line of the rear axle. I'm going to do this using a piece of painter's tape, since it won't leave any marks when we take it off. In working by myself, I'm also going to have to attach my tape measure to the T-square. So I'm going to put another piece of tape on the front of the T-square. This will give me an anchor point for my tape measure. Once I have attached the tape measure to the front of the square, I'm going to measure down the side of my motorhome. You can see where some help would be real handy doing this job. Once I've reached the 8-foot mark on the side of my motorhome, I'm going to have to place a mark there. What I'm going to do today at the 96-inch mark, I'm going to use a piece of black pinstripe tape. Because it's readily available and it doesn't stand out too much, it matches my motorhome pretty well. So I have a piece of tape now at the 96-inch mark. Now as I pull up to my driveway, in my case it could be a campsite, it could be a storage facility, I'm going to have my spotter stop me when my 8-foot mark is directly in front of my spotter, who's standing right at the corner of my driveway or at the corner of the campsite or wherever you're backing into. Normally, this is when I'd get out of the RV and check the campsite. I want to make sure there are no obstacles in my way. Low-hanging limbs, posts, rocks or boulders, or people behind me. I want to be as safe as possible. My spotter has taken care of that little job for me. So now I'm going to turn my wheel away from my spotter and pull forward slowly until my spotter disappears in the mirror. As soon as my spotter disappears, I stop, turn my steering wheel all the way back the other direction, and I start to back up until I find the spotter in the corner of my driveway, in my case, in my mirror. At that point, I will follow the driveway and my spotter's instructions to make sure I stay safe while we back in. And it's just that simple.